Good morning, student of class 10. Today, in the subject science and second chapter or chapter pressure. Just before it, in previous class, I have taught you about the pressure, its unit and formula. Then after 1 Pascal pressure is a unit of the pressure, etc. I have taught you. After this, today I teach you about the atmosphere, atmospheric pressure, standard or normal atmospheric pressure. First I tell you about this atmosphere. Atmosphere means the different layer of the air just above the earth's surface. Means we can feel air but we can't see air. Due to gravity of the earth, we also know that different molecules of the air at the different height makes different layer. Such different layer of air which surround the earth. Here is earth now, this one, and this air make the different layer and surround the earth. About this in further detail I will teach you in the atmosphere chapter. But here different layer of that air which surround the earth is called atmosphere. Here in detail I have also written here the different layers of air which surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. It is extended up to 9600 km from the surface of the earth. Here this is the surface of the earth, this one now, and from here up to this 9600 km up to the height, this is extended. Means this in after the height of 9600 km. Means that height of the atmosphere just above the earth is very high. After this or beyond this, there is no air because gravity is very less there. So just you know the definition of atmosphere. After knowing the definition of atmosphere, you come to know about atmospheric pressure. And about the pressure in previous class, study class, I have also told you different types of the pressure. Out of them, today we have this atmospheric pressure. It is also very easy now. Yes, this different layer of the air, that is the atmosphere, which also exerts pressure downward on the surface of this earth. This one. Means we can say that the pressure exerted by atmosphere on the earth or any planet, then that pressure is called atmospheric pressure. Or in very simple word, you can say that pressure exerted by atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. Here I have also written here the pressure exerted by atmosphere on the surface of the earth is called atmospheric pressure. Here, where is air? On which planet there is air or gaseous particle that also exert the pressure. Why? Because that air has also weight. And according to the definition of pressure, we also know that P is equal to F by A, means force acting per unit area. So this air has weight. This air also exerts is forced downward on the surface area and pressure develop. In this way we can say that this atmosphere exerts the pressure on the surface of the earth, which is called atmospheric pressure. Then after we come to know about standard or normal atmospheric pressure. Is from the earth's surface. At the different height, we know that there are different layers of the atmosphere. Generally, at the sea level, that height is very less. At the top of the Mount Everest and beyond the top of the Mount Everest, up to the certain height, means there is too longer height. This atmospheric pressure is maximum at the sea level and minimum at the top, means at very high altitude. Actually, where the maximum pressure exerted at the sea level, that pressure is about 10 to the power 5 pascals or 760 mm of Hg, which is called standard atmospheric pressure or normal atmospheric pressure. About this matter, I have also written here this standard or normal atmospheric pressure. The atmospheric pressure at the sea level is 10 to the power 5 pascals here, which is called standard or normal atmospheric pressure. Its value is about also the 760 mm of Sc, that is of mercury column in the parameters, and which is also set at the sea level. About this one in next class I will teach you, and you know this matter. In 760 mm of Sc is equal to 10 to the power 5 pascal. It is very high pressure. It means at the sea level, the atmospheric pressure is very high, which is equal to about 10 to the power 5 pascal or 760 mm of Sg. That pressure is called standard atmospheric pressure or normal atmospheric pressure. So just you know about the atmospheric pressure and standard or normal atmospheric pressure. After knowing the atmospheric pressure, standard atmospheric pressure, now you come to know about the two words, that is force and pressure, and how can we differentiate between the force and pressure. We can also say that what are the differences between force and pressure, etc. Or how are force and pressure different each other. In this way we can quiz that question. But topic here, differences between force and pressure. Which you can also easily give the differences between force and pressure, because I have already talked about this force and the pressure here. First here, just because I have also told you that if we want to write at least two differences or more than two differences, we make the table like this one. And one side you write this force, other side you write this pressure. Then after you can also give the language according to your desire, as like here the differences between force and pressure are given below. After writing this, you can also write in order. But what point you write to the left side, just opposite point you write to the left side. Or what you write to the left side, opposite to the right side. In the similar way, you can get the slightly different. But if both are not matching each other, such types of answer will not be valid. So here I have also shown you the pattern of writing the differences between that force and pressure. First here, it is an external agency that try to change the state of the body from rest to motion or vice versa. Here this meaning of vice versa is just opposite, like from motion to the rest. It also defines the force. It means first point is the definition of the force. In the second, like in the pressure, you also write the definition of the pressure as like the first point of force definition here. Here is also first point, that is force, that is the pressure, and you give the definition of the pressure here. Like here, force acting per unit area normally means perpendicularly on the body is called pressure. It means both are different on the basis of the definition. In the same way, second point, its SI unit is Newton. Unit of force is Newton. Here in second number also we give the unit, not the other sentence. Its SI unit is Pascal. Here these both are matching each other but different from each other. Third point is it is a vector quantity. Here third point is it is a scalar quantity. In this way, you can also give very short and sweet sentence. It also decreases the error while writing. Fourth point is, it is the cause of the pressure. It means pressure causes, force causes pressure. If there is no acting of the force on the body, there is no pressure. Here it is the effect of force. Means force become effective, and what will be the effect? That comes under the topic pressure. If we apply more force, there is more pressure. If we apply the less force on the body, pressure is the less. This is called, it is the effect of the force. In this way, my dear student, you also try to write the answer of such question in the differences question. After knowing the differences between the force and pressure, now I teach you about the thrust. Here is a thrust. This thrust means also kind of force. And here is the total force exerted by a body perpendicularly on the surface of the body is called thrust. Like here is one body, this one, and how much force is acting on the bodies? Here is, this is called total force. Total force, and this is the body. When total force acts on the bodies, this bodies, then that is called thrust. This thrust can be also written as like the force. It has also a unit, and that unit is called Newton. Here also I have written its unit is Newton. We can measure the thrust in the Newton. It is a vector quantity because this thrust is also acting on the body normally. Normally means at a perpendicular way. That is why it has a particular direction, certain direction. So it is vector quantity. Here, this thrust is. About the thrust, like here in the air, means here also give the thrust. If you go in water, water also gives the thrust. And what is the advantage of that thrust? Later on you also know about this matter. Due to the acting of the thrust on the body, weight of the body also decreases. It means that body becomes lighter, like in air or in the water, because that upward force acting on that body by means of this air. When body is in the water, also water exerts upward force on that body. That is the thrust. It is for your understanding, this thrust. After knowing this, we have the very interesting topics, creative topic, like here, usage of pressure in the practical life. Practical life means our daily life. Means we perform variety of activities in our home, outside the home, in our school, then after making roads, in industry, factories, in research work, mining work, space work, in different places, we can perform different types of activities related with the pressure. Means how the pressure is very useful in our daily life. About this, I also give you some practical use in our daily life that based on the pressure topics. First here, a knife contains sharp edge. See the topic now. You have also seen the knife. You can see in your home different shape and size of the knife in your home. Here for model I have also shown you here. This is the knife now, and this is the handle of this knife, this one, and it has also two parts. One is the flat part, that is called the blunt part, this one is, and this cutting portion, that is the sharp edge, this one. This is very sharp. So it is sharp, it means its area of contact is very less, and here is the blunt flat part, area of contact is more here. Then how can we use this one? Generally this knife is used for cutting the goods, cutting the things. In our home we use the knife to cut the vegetable, to cut the twigs, to cut the paper, to cut the fruits, etc. But when edge of the knife is not sharp, it is very difficult to cut it about that matter, and we make the blunt part of our blunt knife into the sharp knife. Means by applying the less force on it, we can do the work fastly. It means we can cut that things very fastly and easily. About this matter, I have also written here. When edge of the knife is made sharp, the force applied by knife acts on the small area and creates more pressure. Thus, the knife can easily cut the things when the edge is sharp. If edge is sharp, that sharp knife can easily cut the fruits like here. Here is one fruit. You see here. Any fruit is here. This is fruit. If you want to cut this fruit with the knife, here you make it like this one. In this way, we have this small knife. This is the handle of this knife, and this part is the blunt part. This is thick part of the knife here. And where force acting? Force act here. This is small force act on it, and it cut the fruits. Means it is inside the fruit now. It is the sharp edge. This sharp edge. Means by applying less seafood on the knife, it creates more pressure and can easily cut the fruits, cut the goods, cut the vegetables. In this way, we can say that this knife contains sharp edge, which is very useful in our daily life, and mainly it is used to cut the things. Now we have other topic related with the pressure and used in our daily life, that is the foundation of tall building is made wider than its walls. We are also familiar with this one. Means this is also tall building. It is a 3-stair building. It is very tall. We have also seen the 100-stair of building, 50-stair of building, and their foundation like here. Means this is the main foundation of the building. This foundation is also made with brick or stone that you have seen like this. In this way you can see this is the foundation. This one is foundation. And after making the foundation very wide, means walls also made on it, and walls become somewhat narrower. Means by leaving this gap, wall is made here. In this way, this wall is made of different height. Look now. Means this is the building now. Means first, second, third, fourth stair of that building. It has very high weight. Means it exerts very high downward force. Here, this here is also this here. Means this downward force acting on the wider foundation, wider wall, and we know that this area of contact, the surface area of contact of this wider wall is more. Just before we also know that if area is more, pressure is less, means this area is inversely proportional to the force applied or pressure. If area is the more, pressure is the less. If area is the less, pressure is the more. Means when very high forces acting on it, pressure exerted, it means there is a reduction in the pressure. It reduces the pressure. The very high pressure given by this very tall building on this wider wall reduces the pressure, means decreases the pressure, and this wider foundation can easily withstand very high pressure of the building, and this building won't collapse. Won't collapse means won't sink in the ground. To preserve such types of very tall building from the collapsing, from the damaging, from the falling, the foundation of tall building is made wider. That I have also written here. Your topic is the foundation of tall building is made wider than its one. Here, the foundation has to withstand the whole load of the building. When the foundation of tall building is wider or made wider, the whole load of building exerts very high pressure on it, like this one here. Means in different parts it exerts the pressure. It becomes less pressure. Where becomes less? On the surface here. Here pressure is very less. Hence, the tall building is saved from the collapsing. In this way, we can also say that here is pressure very, very useful. After learning that, we have the again new topics like the usage of pressure in our daily life, practical life. Here, the tires of tractors are made wider. All you are familiar with the tractor. You have seen the tractor. You have seen the tire of the tractor in the wheel, in the engine wheel. That is hinge wheel, back wheel. That is very tall and wider. All you have seen, like here, that is very big tire of the tractor. Here, that you have seen now in this way, and these threads are also made. This different types of that threads made on the outer surface. You have seen these wider and taller tires of the tractors are made. Means why it is made so wide, so tall, that we never think about this matter. Means it is also related with the pressure. I have also written here in very short way that tractors carry heavy loads. You also know this matter. They have to move through muddy roads as well as in the pitch road also. The huge force means very large force, act on the wider tires. This tire here, that force is acting. Wider tires, they reduce the pressure on the ground and save them from dipping in the roads. Here, this is a very wide and tall tires which can easily withstand very high pressure exerted on it by the engine of the tractors. That we know, that is a very heavy. And we know that if area is the more, pressure is the less. This wider area of the tire reduces the pressure of the engine of the tractor, so that without sinking in the road, in the ground, this tractor can move, run everywhere. It doesn't matter on the pitch road, because pitch road is very hard there due to wider area. it won't sink into the road. But we also know that nowadays also tractors also move place to place. Tractors are also used for plowing the fields, even also in the water, in the mud, in sand, etc. How it is possible? Only because of this wider tire. Here is these tires of tractors are made wider. Why? Here is also question. To give the answer of such question, you can write in this way. This wider tire reduces the pressure of the tractor. That is why tires of the tractors are made wider. In the same way, other is here. That is nail. The nail is made pointed at the end. You have also seen the nail that is called kanti. Yes. You see now such types of the nail you have seen. This one, that is nail. All you have seen that nail means this is the pointed part. This one, that is pointed part. And this one is flat part. This force is applied on it here. When the force applied on this flat portion, flat end of the nail, this pointed part of the nail is in the contact of the wood surface. Like here, if we want to just prick the nail on it like this and apply the force on it with help of hammer that you have already known, what happened? This pointed nail enters, penetrate the wood and hold the wood. It becomes very tight. Like in your this electric board, there's many nails are given. In your table, nails are used. In the board here, you see now here this nail. Here the nail. Here also nail. Look the flat portion of this nail and its top portion which is in the wall, that is pointed. While using with the hammer, how hard is the wall? This wall. Also penetrate the wall and hold this whiteboard. This is the best example. Very good example, current example. Due to this reason, this nail is made pointed at the end. While applying the less force on the flat portion of the nail, this nail penetrates the wall or wood or plastic or anything and hold it tightly. That is why it is made pointed. This also depends on the pressure. Here I have also written this in very short way. The pointed nail has less area. Here this area is very less. When less force is applied at the flat end of the nail, here less force is applied with the hammer, the nail can easily penetrate inside the wood or anything and holds the wood tightly, holds the material tightly. This also depends on the pressure. In this way, we also know that there are many use of the pressure in our daily life, and on the basis of this, now I am not writing here, only I am telling you some such types of topics in the form of question. Like it is easier to walk on the soft ground while using the flat shoes than the narrow shoes. Or heel of the shoes is flat, that makes it easy to walk. If heel of that shoes is pointed, it is very difficult to walk. Why? You can also give the answer of this question. Then after you have also seen the camel. Camel can easily walk through the desert, means through the sand. In desert area, up to the long distance, we can see sand and sand. If we also walk on the sandy base, sandy region, it is very difficult to walk because this area of contact of our leg is very less. that is soft and hourly sink into the sand, it is very difficult to walk. But instead of us, like the elephant and the camel, when walk there, due to the very large area of contact, they can easily walk there. After writing this, teaching this, I also give you somewhat question that you try to give the answer of such question. After teaching about the use of the pressure in our daily life, practical life, I have also given you some questions as a homework on the basis of the pressure, and I also hope that you can easily give the answer of that question when you understand all the topic that I have taught you. Here's some question are here. Number 1. Porters use turbans on their heads. Why? While carrying heavy loads, and why? You have also seen the porters who carry the port, make the ports. Means when carrying that heavy load of the ports, use the turbans on his head. What is the reason? You have to give the answer of this question by thinking. Second question, a girl wearing pencil heel sandals can't walk properly on the muddy road. Why? You also know that now this is the age of the fashion. Mostly that female members are showing more fashions than the male one. Means variety of the sandals are used. This pencil heel sandal, that is very pointed heel sandal, etc. Shorts heel sandal, long heel sandal. When they are walking on the road, you have also watch and see. By watching them, you can also try to give the answer of that and how that person when walk on the road are feeling. Then after, first you understand the question again. I read the question. A girl wearing pencil heel sandal can't walk properly on the muddy road. Why? Next, third question is, the camel is called a sheep of desert. Why? Sheep of the desert, you also know that in the desert region mostly camels are used as like the carrier. Means that is a very long area of the sand and sand. No vehicles are used, no other animals are used. Mostly camels are used for many purposes. What is the reason behind it? That you can easily know the answer of all this question. That depends on the reason. For today, only this much. Thank you very much. And in next class, I will teach you about the liquid pressure.